Hi everybody and welcome to auction day 177 close, 178 open, and VCA number 22. Can you believe it? So audio sounds good to me, and so I hope you're going to enjoy the live stream. VCA number 22. Man, we're getting up there with the numbers, really moving on. Obviously, we're going to look to have 4 VCAs a week now. That's more wrap Bitcoin divs 4 times a week, so pretty exciting stuff there. You can see the auction. There's a regular auction in there at the moment. Alex K, our moderator's in the house. Hey, this is Alex. Good to see you. And yeah, we've got lots to enjoy. Obviously, it's 22 hours ago. Or was it? Yeah, almost 24 hours ago since we finished VCA number 2021, and so we're already counting up. Because we've got 4 VCAs a week, we're going to really be, those numbers are going to be rocketing. We're already up to VCA 22, and wrap Bitcoin divs 4 times a week is a pretty beautiful thing to see. They come around so quick now. Before we had 2 VCAs a week, we had to wait quite a few days between them, but now it's just almost like they're going continuously, so pretty neat on that one. So we've got 8 minutes to go in today's regular auction. It was sold out at the beginning, oversold right at the beginning. All these regular auctions selling out like hotcakes. This one is well oversold, and 21 ETH in there, over 18 ETH was the target. Now price has moved up, so we've got 10.1 million in Uniswap at the moment. But auction price is at 9.5 million in the auction, so it was oversold, and that compares to the 2 previous VCAs, VCA 20 and 21. Look at that, 10.2 million and 11 million Axion per ETH. I was saying that I'd be surprised if we see such ratios again, so whoever got in for those will be very awesome. We did see that second one with the 11 million per ETH. We saw a big account cleverly cycle into that, then sell down some liquid. Interesting play there. I'm sure that would benefit them quite dramatically when they're getting 11 million Axion per ETH further down the track. Obviously, you have to minimum stake for 120 days, but that was an interesting move into that one. And obviously, we saw this one just get oversold in the first 10-20 minutes, so that was really exciting. And obviously, we've got VCA number 22 coming up. Now, VCA 22 is going to have 500,000 Axion in it. It's got a few little penalties in there, 812,000. It's worth $203,419 at the moment of Axion. Axion has pleasingly, and I must say pleasingly, jumped over 0004 at the moment. Let's hope that that's a move forward. We don't go back under 0004. I think it's about time. I think we've all had plenty of time to see those 0003 numbers, and I'm sure we're all pretty much happy. It's been going sideways pretty much on the hourly chart. Look at that. And so we're pretty happy to see that really move up. Hopefully we'll get that move. Nothing's guaranteed, but we're hoping to get that. We've got a nice sharp on the 4 hour. We've got a nice CCI shoot up there. Very cool. And we've still got that trailing MACD, and the price action's looking pretty healthy as well. So let's look out for that. But obviously the daily chart's a better general indication for longer terms. Looks like we've broken up out of that descending triangle. It was going to break out anyway, but either move sideways, but it's broken up, so that's positive. We're well above the 100-day moving average, which is at 0.0036, and obviously long-term support 0.0035, and we're now up over that 4. And let's hope that we get a move up back into, say, what we really want to do is break the next high, which is 0.0046. So we can start moving up to attack that, and then we can start moving back up and change our trend, get a trend reversal, and start moving up into a bullish trend, and catch the rest of the market. The rest of the market's already moving in a bullish trend. We want to catch that too. Very positive. Obviously, that higher price actually attracts new investors. It's just one of the many mechanisms that you can get to attract new investors, is a higher price, ironically so, but that just seems to be the case. We see our CCI is tracking at 61, and we've still got quite a good MACD as well, and a bit less volatility down in the ATR indicator. So those are pretty much guides. Let's head up. We actually could head up to top of the Bollinger Band. That'd be 0.004447, but we really need to get over that 0.0044, was it 4647 mark, and cross up to there. Next tack line would be somewhere between 0.0058 and 0.0063, and then obviously up to trying to attack the 0.007 to our all-time high mark, which was back on the 12th of March. and that was 0.0075776. That's an all-time high. That's what we want to crack, so we're looking forward to those. Sometimes they can happen very fast. You can see on the 9th of March, before our first VCA launch, we had a huge candle that day. Went from a low of 0.0047, which is just a bit higher than where we are now, to that all-time high. Or not to all-time high, but went to 0.0072. Actually breached the previous high, I believe, at that time, which I think was 0.007112 or something like that. So interesting there. Let's jump back to the Axion auction. We're going to be on the Axion Today dashboard. We've got 4 minutes in, and very cool. Hey, glad everybody could come. We're going to obviously watch the live stream, the opening hour thereabouts, probably 45 minutes to an hour. Just depends on how we're going with the auction itself. But I hope you enjoy that. Sit back, get a hot chocolate or a light beverage or something like that, and sit back and enjoy. Love to hear your comments in the chat as well. So let's just check on who's arrived at the moment. So let's have a look here. Lambzo's in the house. Wait a minute, Alex K. YouTube God's failing to deliver notification for your video. Hope it's just for me. Yeah, it's a shame there, Alex. I hope it is working. Yeah, Lambzo says, haha, great quote. Hi all. Yeah, so today's video, this is the first time I've ever used a quote from a Discord or Telegram, but Lambzo did such a great quote, I couldn't ignore it, and I put that on today's title. So VCA days are the best days, and quoted by Lambzo, and that's also on the thumbnail as well. Very cool. And I got Fonzarelli on his motorbike. Nothing cooler than that. To back that up. So I hope you enjoyed that one, Lambzo, and nice quote there. Very cool. John Atkins, welcome. Morning all. I did get the notification from YouTube, but that's great to see. John, always great to see you in the chat as well. Okay, thanks John. Must be something on my end. And hi Lambzo for Alex. John Atkins says, I don't think I always get a notification. Even refreshing Superman's vids often does not show the new one in progress. Okay, that's interesting. ETH is rocking over 4,000. Truly is. 4,100 it was last time I checked. Lambzo, big peace up for you to Alex. And what I see, what people are doing is that they schedule video in advance, allow you to jump in early and set an actual reminder. Yeah, so I might do that too. I was having some trouble setting schedules, so might do that in the future. I stopped doing scheduled videos because I was having a few troubles with the live streams. Good morning, Mr. Pretty Cool, and says Aunt Willie, thanks. Thanks for all the good work on the live streams. Just love them. Hey, always a pleasure. Aunt Willie, that's cool. And John Robinson, good morning, everybody. Hey, John Robinson, good to see you in the house. So very cool. Counting it down, 2 minutes to go in regular auction, day 177. We're about to start day 178, which is also VCA number 22. Half a billion. Axion up for grabs. It's 500 million. Very cool. 203,000 US dollars worth at the moment. Axion price is pleasingly. It's nice to report that it's actually over 0004 as compared to previous days. We've sort of been up and down, but hopefully we'll break past that. And like I say, let's attack that 0046 to 0047 mark and finally start busting out up into that uptrend. We have got a higher low if you think about it. So the 3rd of May was a higher low compared to the previous days that we had back in mid-April or mid-late April. So we do have a higher low. Let's see, and we're breaking out of that ascending triangle rather than sideways or down. Let's see if we can capture that, and that's not quite the word I'm trying to find. Build on that basically and move up. So yeah. Okay, final minute, folks. Regular auction day. We're just counting down. This hasn't really moved. It sold out 24 hours ago, pretty much. So it's a no-brainer. Actually got oversold with some ETH bids coming in there. And I'm not sure if with the final bid intended to go in today, but they obviously sometimes when the gas speed's going in, it could come out at a different time, and it would have looked empty at the time when they entered, but maybe they had a slow gas feed paying in, and that's what came in afterwards anyway. But they're still getting a great rate historically. 9.5 million Axion is what they're going to get. Plus, if they got 10% bonus, and even if they self-referred 20%, so they're not, even though its price is 5% higher with the soft cap, they're still getting a good rate historically. So yeah, 6 seconds to go, folks. Just about finished there. Just about finished. We are just about done. Cheers. It's just finished. So that was easily done. We're going to have obviously the VCA set up. It's going to set up, takes a couple of minutes to set up, so bear with us on that one. And that will update. And you can see that 170 million in buybacks, 68,600 $68,833 US paid back to stakers. So 80% of the Ethereum that goes in, that was 21, 80% of that was used to do market buybacks, happened 24 hours ago in real time. And that went to the stakers for the staking day. So very cool indeed. Another nice day, 170 million back to stakers. Obviously, the more shares that you have, the higher share percentage you have, the more of that reward you get accumulated in your stakes that you make. So stakes are basically like investments or term investments. You put in your Axion, that they get burned in stakes, and then you get that principal back plus interest and dividends in the future and paid in Axion. But of course, we have Wrap Bitcoin, which is about to start. That gets paid in real time. You have to wait for that at the end of your investment period, and that will get put into your into your stake page. You must make sure that you're registered, and that would show down here below with a staking section. If you have that have a stake in place and you're registered, so that would show down below, and you get Wrap Bitcoin as soon as we get some Ethereum into the VCA. That's how it works. Alright, so let's have a look here. We've started already, so a minute and a half in. We got 500 million Axion up for grabs, 203,000 US dollars at current price. Current price is just moved up a little bit higher too, 00040863. Let's hopefully the price will start to join the rest of the market moving up. Has been sitting idle, so you can see the day chart there. So let's hope that we're going to start moving up there, get a trend reversal. Very nice. Bodes well. Obviously, if the price of Axion goes up, we'll need more Ethereum to go in there. But obviously, Ethereum's been rocking at $4,100, so that's the case. We need 44.45 ETH to sell it out. So we'll watch that. We're starting with Uniswap at 10.1 million Axion per ETH, but auction rate is 10% cheaper, 11.2 million Axion per ETH. So let's see whether VCA today will actually get that rate, or whether the price will go up to the point where we will not see that. So watch out for that, folks. Going to be an interesting day ahead in terms of these ratios, big time. And see how often people can get over 10 million Axion per ETH. That'll be very interesting indeed. Alright, let's go to the chat there, check something out. What are we up to here? So we had FBAM's in the house. Morning everybody, says FBAM. Bam bam, I love that one. And Patricia Steers in the house. Hi there all, great to see you, Patricia. And Alex K says hi John and FBAM. Big hearts there from FBAM. And John Robinson, hey there. Lots of hi ho's, as it were. FBAM and Alex, hi, says Patricia. And Alex K says Patricia in the house. Yeah, in the house. In the bomb house there. And Patricia says hi to everybody. John, Lambzo, John Atkins, FBAM, much love everybody. So nice highs from within the community. And John Atkins, hi Patricia, did I see the Axion today is on Tuesday this week? It is. They have got a notification, I'm pretty sure. I think I may have set notifications on that. So yeah, let's have a look on the Axion today dashboard. That needs to be refreshed. I'll try and refresh that. Hopefully that will update as well. We'll get that action Jackson going. Bam bam bam. So we're on auction page. That's reset on the official Axion staking page. So we've got that set up there, looking good. And we've also got the Axion today page set up. So we're going to see whether some ETH will come in. Fortunately, the gas fee is coming down a bit. The gas has been super high. It's not particularly great, but we have come down back into like 85. I saw a bit earlier, about 10 minutes ago, and we're currently at 116 fast. So hopefully it will come back a bit. That certainly makes it a lot easier. We've obviously seen with lower gas, we saw a lot of shrimps, a lot of fishes, a lot of smaller investment accounts being able to enter the auctions because the gas fees are cheaper. So hopefully they come down, continue to come down. ETH price will stabilize a bit, and before, if it's going to continue moving up, we want to see that happen. So watch out for that. This makes it a little bit easier, doesn't it, folks? And a little bit cost more effective. So yeah, Alex says I bit the bullet and staked my Axion bid Friday for a tidy sum of 140 in ETH. Oh wow, that's really biting the bullet there, Alex. But of course, you're going to get the Wrap Bitcoin. Hopefully that was a decent sum. It will play out well. But yeah, but 140 was biting the bullet for sure. Just the way it goes at the moment. Obviously, we're looking forward to version 3, aren't we, folks? Version 3 for sure is going to be exciting. and we're looking forward to that. That will be helpful. Remember, it's going to be dramatically reduce staking by 87%. We'll have another look at that actually, but it's also going to impact the cost of auctions and everything else in the ecosystem, and open up new products for Axion as well, which is going to be cool. It will be the talk of the staking town, as it were. John Robertson, I'm still waiting to stake, now between 230 and 295 for me. Yeah, I'd probably wait at that stage as well, unfortunately. Patricia says, hi Aunt Willie, and hi Patricia, can't wait for the Axion Today show coming up, hoping for some great updates. Yeah, it's always great to see some big announcements on the Axion Today show, and of course the hosts that make it very exciting as well. So Axion Today show coming up, hopefully, yeah, and John says, I was fishing for low fees all day. Techstreet.com helps with that for sure. Caught it under 90 Gwei briefly. Yeah, I was going to say that it was just under, it was sort of about 86 Gwei. It's coming down now. It's 101 fast, 109. Let's actually pull that up on the screen so you guys can see that. We'll check that out as well. Don't want to miss some of this early Ethereum coming in if we do get some within the next hour. So we'll check that out in a second. Price is at 004086, so that's cool. Let's have a look here. Patricia Steer, I don't think so. Monday is the plan. Where did you get that from? Well, typically Tuesday's the new setup, so maybe you've got the show on Monday. Obviously, you can put it on any day. I thought Tuesday was the regular day now. John Robinson, Alex, yeah, it fluctuates a lot. And John Robinson, Patricia, in Asia and Australia, it's Tuesday morning. That's true that. But I actually thought the show was UTC, was it Eastern time? Anyway, Patricia can clarify for us on that. So let's have a quick look at the gas fees at the moment. So yeah, look, fast is 93, so it has dropped down below 100. Very volatile, so it can move up quickly, but it is at the moment it's 93 for fast, and you wouldn't want to do standard at the moment because just the volatility, but 91 and 83 for slows, which is just, you wouldn't waste your time at the moment with the, it's generally higher, and then rapid 115 for 15 seconds. Let's have a look at the ETH. So transfers are $8.90, $8 at the moment, given 93 is the fast route. You've got Uniswap 3 and 2. Uniswap 3 is higher, obviously $56. Wow, for rapid, $50 for fast, and you can see 40, 43. So still pretty high for a swap on Uniswap. Let's have a quick look and go see if we can find a few. Oh, they got a few more there. Obviously got deposits, smart contract stuff. $71 Aave, Compound 73, gives you some idea. And of course, Tornado Cash is always the most expensive for deposits. Look at that, whopping $338 at the moment. So you definitely want to wait for lower gas fees for that one. And then OpenSea NFTs, $138. So just register accounts. So interesting stuff there. Look at, we're down at 85, so it is dropping. So that's actually boding well for our auction, of course. And hopefully we'll get some ETH in there. That lower gas fee might entice a few people as well, so cheers on that. So yeah, 84, 83, so it has dropped, but then it's back at 94, so it really is, excuse me, quite volatile. And let's have a look at the price stuff there. So we are at 000408. That's cool. I like that. I'm really feeling something, but doesn't necessarily it's going to happen. We've got 12.3 million US dollars in liquidity, 600,000 in daily volume, which is still on the low side, but probably almost twice as good as yesterday. And we've got pooled ETH is 1489. Really would like to get that over 2,000 for sure. 15.1 billion in the pool for Axion. So that's our pool there, folks. So those two numbers. So we'll watch that out at the moment. So still get people selling into some stuff, so it takes a little while to etch yourself up there in the price and so forth. So yeah, all right. So there's that gas. The gas looking a bit better now, but we really want to get it way back down. I'd like to get it back down to 30 or 40 Gwei at least. That's a much better thing, but we'll have to wait for the price to consolidate a bit. So yeah, we'll look out for that. So let's pull up. Let's pull up CoinGecko, have checked that out. Let's have a look at some of the comments there. I think it's Monday, says Patricia. Yikes, John Atkins, I better find out. Thanks, I will. And I think it's Monday, says Patricia. Excellent, thanks, Patricia and Alex. The sooner the better. Always looks forward to it. Yeah, it's very exciting to see the Axion Today show. Often have big launches, and you get to see a lot of the people from the team, Axion Foundation team. It's pretty fun there. Yes, what's Bitcoin at 58,800 and Ethereum at 4,120. Binance at 686. Yeah, looking good. Cardano at 180, really moving. I think Cardano's going to move big. Cardano TV, who's on this chat, often tells us that that's going to be pretty huge. Smart contracts coming out in 6 to 8 weeks or something. So that's big news. It's been years in the making, and they're going to be pretty groundbreaking to breaking smart contract abilities as well. So Cardano could be worth $5 or something silly, or $10 or something, and that time you just watch it at the current tempo. The tempo maintains. That's definitely a possibility. So interesting stuff going there. All right, so all right, that's it. I just wanted to go in and check out that. Yeah, waiting still. So we're 11 minutes in, still waiting for some bids to come in there. If you are going to bid in today's VCA, VCA number 22, let us know in the chat. We always like to know if someone's participating. Sometimes we get 2 or 3 people, so very cool indeed. Once again, you're going to get 10% wrapped Bitcoin back immediately to your wallet based on the Ethereum that you put in. So if you put in 10 Ethereum, you'd get 1 Ethereum back in wrapped Bitcoin. Likewise, if you did 1 Ethereum, you'd get 0.1 Ethereum back in wrapped Bitcoin immediately to your wallet, as well as getting the awesome rate. You get potentially up to 10% discount to Uniswap. So look at the rate at the moment, 11.2 million versus 10.1 million. So that's a pretty nice deal if that maintains. Obviously, you don't know that final amount until the end of the auction. But definitely a good day to try and get that, with the VCA being 500 million in there. So we're watching out for that. Let's have a look here. So Alex says, yes, Monday, looking forward to that. Big bags fulls in the house. Good to see your bags full. Hi, Superman, how's things your way today? Yeah, it's getting a bit cooler here. A bit of cloudy day in New Zealand. But yeah, pretty good actually. Pretty upbeat day. Alex K, it's too bad Hex is still missing from this list. Coin market crap. That's right. I hate the gatekeeping. Alex K and CoinGecko and Gecko2. Yeah, I don't actually go to Coin market cap these days. I haven't been for ages. I do occasionally go to CoinGecko for this chat, but I typically use nomics.com. That's typically where I use for that. So yeah, and wow, 11 million per ETH. Yeah, some record days. This would be considered record days in my view, especially if the price goes on the move. We're gonna have a little struggle just to hold over this 0004, I think. But if we do hold over it, I think that's very bullish. We can hold over it during this day. We do get those sellers. Look, see, you got one just sold 18 million there. So as long as you get those sellers in there, it's gonna be a bit of a tougher fight to move up. Obviously, markets move up when there's more buyers than sellers. That's quite that simple. Some people may have been sitting under 0004 and they get frustrated, and they probably think, oh, I'm going to sell now once it gets over that 4 mark. So that does create a bit of resistance. So we've just got to push through that. Obviously, if a lot of people don't sell, then we've got a better chance of moving higher. That's sort of the irony in price movement sometimes. Hex actually, let's have a look at Hex. Hex actually did some pretty impressive stuff. I just might close down a few things there. Let me just set that out. And what else we got? Yeah, so not sure which one to open up there. Boom. I'll just try and open that up. So yeah, I don't know. Alex probably into this, but Quick actually made a bit of a nice move higher. That was quite nice. Rich Hicks says great ETH Axion price for newcomers. That is great for newcomers. So if you're new to Axion, great time to get in. Always best to get in while the price is on the lower end of history. So obviously not investment advice, but definitely. Quite ironically though, people like to pay higher prices when they come in. So a bit funny. Alex K, not sure why people keep selling for peanuts. It's like robbing yourself for a few percentage points months down the road. I agree with that, Alex. But it's just odd that that's just sort of some of the irony in market behavior. So we've got Hex here. Look at it. Earlier, it actually spiked up to 00045. Interesting stuff there. Yeah, that's in the daily candle. Look at it. It keeps climbing. Obviously, there's only maybe 5 days ago to go until the sacrifice address. Just waiting a bit more clarity on that. So we'll see what happens there. But definitely FOMO. If we go to the weekly candle on Hex, this doesn't have the full price history because it moved on to version 2. But you can see it went parabolic once, went parabolic twice, 3 times, and then 4 times. had an accumulation phase, and then boom, look at that. That's in 2.5, 3 weeks there. Those 3 candles there, pretty amazing stuff. And that's in Hex, and that's gone up, 2x or so. Pretty epic stuff there, and going new highs. Once you get into the cents, of course, you get out of the small money, you get into the cents amount. You can really start moving up by senses and 10 senses, and then eventually you can get up to that dollar mark. Imagine that for Hex. Well, we'll see how it goes. They've also got Pulsechain that's coming up, and that's helping drive advance Hex a bit further. So some interesting stuff there. Wise, of course, is at 83 cents. You can see that on the left here. Interesting stuff there. So staking is really the leading staking tokens are really doing very well indeed. So once again, that's pretty exciting stuff. So I thought we'd have a quick look at that. And you can see that also Matic, Quick, which is second layer, Quick Swap and Matic are definitely climbing as well. And I think that they're probably relatively undervalued compared to a lot of other platforms like SushiSwap and stuff. Certainly that's the case. Matic's dominating second layer stuff and cross-chain, and that's where they're heading really, is that cross-chain market as well. Lots of partners coming on board. So yeah, interesting stuff there. All right, so let's go back to the auction. Don't want to miss something here. Sometimes when you can talk about some other topics, you can actually miss the ETH coming in. 17 minutes in, still got 43 minutes to go in the first hour of VCA number 22. 500 million AXN up for grabs. 10% wrap Bitcoin back if you bid in, plus a good chance of getting 10% discount to the market at the moment with a historic 11 million, almost 11.2 million there. Remember, our highest one was from VCA21. People got 11 million. The next regular day, obviously oversold, 9.5 million. Big gap there, but still 9.5 million is actually historically very good. So no one will be crying there, really. So pretty nice one there. Not to say that people cry all the time when they're coming in and out of the auctions, but you get my point. All right, so we did have a little bit undersold. So our venture capital auction for the 14th is currently sitting at, that's the Friday one where we get any undersold VCA stuff gets transferred further. Obviously, our VCA did pretty well. Our Mega one did pretty well. We sold out a lot, 106 ETH there, and so we got less in the next Friday one. That's positive for that. Eventually, we'd like to get to the point where we don't have much going into the Friday at all. That's a very bullish sign. And here we've got 1.3, almost 1.4 billion. We'll see what that's like closer to the period, but we'll see where that ends up. But that's a lot better than when we had 2.1 billion. That's great to have those mega VCAs, but really even more bullish is actually selling that stuff down and moving towards the fact that you keep selling out and you don't get any rollover from VCA stuff. So yeah, cool. All right, 80 minutes down. Let's go check the chat, see what's going on. Let's have a look here. Rich Hicks, not sure. Rich Hicks says fair play to Hex. Yep, absolutely. Alex, Wise is just tracking with ETH. It is. It's boring, but it works. Yeah, so Wise also has its BSC launch. It's closing within the next 2 days. So there'll probably be quite a bit of value locked up into there as well on the BSC launch of Wise. They're going to launch on multiple different chains, and also they've got a lot of liquidity, lending, and yield farming products going on top of that as well, and airdrops as well. So interesting stuff going to happen there. Rich Hitch, when our turn. That's right, when our turn. So we're looking at that. Obviously, our turns every day. We have wrap Bitcoin from the VCAs, so that benefits long-term stakers. So each staking token has different features to it. Obviously, Hex has its features. Obviously, Wise has its features, and Axion has its features. So they all offer you something different. It's always good. We always say that on this channel, to have a diversified portfolio. That's why we do talk about these leading tokens. They all have something very different to offer, and they'll have different price paths and yield returns and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how they all play out over time. But obviously in Axion, you actually stake long term and you get the most benefits. That's really what it drives, and it's organic, completely organic in that sense. So that's why we have so many max tier stakers. We're going to check out some of those stats. So if there's 4 VCAs a week, you're going to get wrap Bitcoin dividends as an investor, and also you're going to get Axion 3 times a week as well. And in any case, regardless of the dividends that you get from those auctions, you're going to get a minimum 8% Axion inflation yield per year anyway, which is fantastic. So pretty cool stuff there. All right, don't think we've got any in there. I just wanted to go and jump and talk. Let's just jump over to the announcements. And don't forget that we've also got a special staking bonus on at the moment ends the 15th of May. So check that out. That's going to be huge. Let's go up to the top there and just recover that as we talk about that, because it's a pretty big deal. Don't want, if you're looking at staking, you're going to get this benefits from this at the moment up to the 15th of May. And this is huge, and it's a one-off. And in my view, I don't think we'll see this again. Ends of May the 15th. Your shares, your voice event, it's going to give you extra 6% bonus for 350-day stake, 7% for 700-day stake, and additional every 350 days you stake additionally, you'll get another additional percentage bonus. And then for a 5555 day stake, which is 15.2 years, you get up to 20% full bonus. And that's in addition to Longer Pays Better. Longer Pays Better pays you 20% per year, up over 300% for 15.2 years. And you add this on top of that, it's pretty epic, and that will give you the max shares, and you'll be thanking yourself later if you're looking to invest anyway, because that's awesome. So finishes on May the 15th, folks. Big deal. I don't think we'll see another one like this. We've got other campaigns coming up, but won't be having this share thing where you're going to get these extra share bonuses. So if you're an existing staker as well, good time to maintain your share percentage, pick up a few of these extra bonuses. Pretty neat. So that's a really big deal. And obviously we've got our first IEO that's closed, so we're going to wait for that. It's going to process. We'll wait to see the results of that. If you've entered the IEO, you'll wait to get onto that, and probably a good place to check is Securitas on Telegram for that. The airdrop will be coming. I think it's within 30 days, in 30 days time. So we'll wait to hear a bit more from that from the Axion team as well, with the airdrop that goes to max share stakers. All right, so 22 minutes in. We're still waiting for some ETH to come in there. Let's check the chat and see what's been going on. Let's roll on to that. Let's go. I think I missed a bit there. Alex K said soon, hopefully. We have some determined traders who can't see the big picture. That's true, we do. But has been a bit quieter, but we do have a lot of soft traders, I would call them. John Atkins, getting 10, 11 million AXN in auction is not as good as it sounds. Currently, it means that ETH is doing well. That's correct, ETH is doing well. So I agree with you on that one, John. Only good for those with a lot of ETH bought cheaper. That's true, John. Well said. And yeah, Alex K says, John, exactly right. Worse in USD, but nice in ETH. That's correct. That's what concerns me, Alex. Agreed, says Alex to John. And then Alex just says, just have to be patient. The good whales could eat the traders like Richard Hart does, but for now, they are letting them play. That's true too. Right now, all the Hex traders are sitting out having sold for lower, and price keep pushing up with less and less selling hands despite higher price. Yeah, so that's part of the thing though, right? So in Hex, they have a lot of, like, there was about 9.6% state. I'm obviously one of them. There's many in the chat that are Hex owners and stakers, and we're in a special class of groups of people because we have T shares, and we're just sitting there relaxing, sitting back, and if not anything, buying Hex as well. And so those people aren't really trading them out. And obviously, the higher the price goes, you do get a phenomena where people that are committed, it has a highly committed percentage, they don't tend to sell as much. They're not going to tend to whale dump as much. So that's very positive. Obviously, Axion has max share stakers, and let's go check that out while we're here. Let's do some of the sums here. We've got 268.7 billion total supply, 44.5 billion liquid. So we want to get that squeezed down. That's really is still a key target, and that's pretty much been staying. It's actually a little bit higher than normal, but maybe a whale stake came out. We do have a few of those coming out in this month of May. Stakes, 224.1 billion staked, and we're currently sitting at 83.42% staked. So we've been in 83-84% mark for some time. Seem to be staying in there. Rank 649, 24,000 total stakes, 9 million average stake size, 2,290 days average stake length, which has increased. That looks pretty similar to yesterday, but that's been going up. Market cap 38.5 million, and our share rate 1.1455, so it goes up slightly every day, and so that's interesting there. All right, let's just jump to the shares. We'll just wrap that up. 535.6 billion shares now in total supply on Axion. And obviously we've got Max Share Club at 102.83 billion. Very cool indeed. That's a lot of people committed to long-term stakers. They have most of the higher percentage of shares, obviously, and they get most of the rewards. So coming back to Hex, who has 9.5% staked, that committed class, those two groups, become quite influential and actually impact some of the behavior, putting aside traders and swing traders that are playing in these two games. So as Alex pointed out, you do get people trading, but you get less people selling in, so that's why a lot of people just letting this at the Hex price rise. There obviously the other thing is they have the pulse chains, but like a wall coming up, people want to get as much Hex, push the price up, and a lot of them will probably be, if they're not just speculators, they'll be actually going to put that into the sacrifice bin to try and get more of token X, aka maybe pulse tokens, and then become early whales on the pulse chain. That's pretty much the strategy I've been hearing. So that's also playing those different market participants, different goals, but those are some of the things that's happening. And we could see the price of Hex drive well over 5 cents. And as I said, my initial target was 6 to 8 cents, so we could even see that. But we've still got a couple of days to go. We'll see where that actually ends up. Interesting stuff there. Now we've had 21 VCAs. We've had 95 Bitcoin paid out, and that's 5.6 million US dollars. Very cool. That's another wealth. That's a big wealth basket for Axion stakers. Really cool to see that. And we've had 66 Bitcoin actually cashed out by stakers. So that's going up really nicely. Week after week keeps going up. And I don't know how much is it actually still held by stakers, but obviously I think it's probably a decent amount, especially if people are hodling that. Some people will be recycling it back into Axion, other people will just sell it for something else. But that's pretty impressive, folks. That's another a power footstool, as it were, for Axion stakers. Very cool indeed. Alright, we're 27 minutes in, still waiting for some ETH to come in. Fortunately, the gas has come down even further. We're down to 79 fast, 70 standard, 86. So really, given the volatility, it's these two here that are probably ones that you would want to play with, because getting standard is pretty hard. But we are getting down to 76. This is positive. I really want to go down to 30 to 40 because I've got a couple of transactions I want to make. I don't really, so I've got to wait for that to come down. I have been watching it fairly diligently, so hopefully that will play up. So that equates to swap at the moment, still $34 for fast, 42 on Vision 2, and you can see the relatively on V3 it's a bit higher, and so forth. So you can see some of the smart contracts still coming down. That Tornado cash deposit, that's pretty crazy, $408. It's just mind blowing, really. You'd have to be playing with $100,000 to make that seem reasonable, surely. Yeah, there we are, folks. All right, let's go back to the auction there. Look, there's another fish there, stake 1.2 million for 555 days, and there's a little shark taking out some wrap Bitcoin there. So lots of stuff happening. This is VCA number 22, folks. Welcome. 500 million up for grabs. We're 28 minutes into the live stream for the hour for the VCA22. So long way to go. Yep, still got some time. All right, let's check out some of the comments as well. Let's have a look here. Just got a bit behind here. Sorry about that, getting behind the comments there, but we'll catch up. Right now, all the Hex traders are sitting out having a sold for lower, and the price keeps pushing up. Yep. Richard, was hoping the board of investors would have stepped in by now to blow them out of the water. So I don't think they'll be operating quite like that, and I don't want them. I'm hoping the board of investors don't do. I hope they're playing a longer game. So I think that they're probably watching a lot of the behaviour of the market cyclists. I don't hear any of the meetings, but I think that they'll be playing a bit more strategically than that. And so far, I think that may be the case. Obviously, the cheaper they actually buy stuff is actually good for them. So I'm pretty sure they must have been buying under the 0004. This is my speculation, but obviously buying cheap is better. But I haven't seen a lot of market movements on the price that I would have thought associated to them. I'm not sure what address they're using, so I haven't really nosied myself in to try and find out either. Rich Hicks was hoping, so Alex gave no opportunity to buy back cheaper. I'm not sure why they don't, says Alex. And then Patricia says, Axion today has changed our show day to Monday. We went back to that a few weeks ago and are sticking to it. When we got extra VCAs into the mix, we made that decision. Okay, that's cool. Thanks for that clarification, Patricia. So hopefully everybody got that. So Mondays is the show, which should be on probably in about 12-14 hours or something like that, I gather. I did see a notification, I'm pretty sure, for a show, so we'll check that after the live stream. Let's have a look here. Actually, why don't we? I'll just try. I've got to be careful opening up too many windows. Remember, I crashed my computer the other day. Let's set here. Yeah, I can hear my computer PC making quite a bit of noise. Maybe I won't go and search that. We went back to it a few days ago and are sticking to it. Yeah, Alex, if you want to, feel free to post in the Axion Today show link into the chat. That'd be cool for the next show. I thought there was a notification. That'd be helpful. Patricia Steer, hi Richie Hitch, and Rich Hitch, and our show Monday is about V3. Yeah, so Axion V3, exciting. Let's just have a little quick look at that right now. We've got that here, so full V3 post. That was very cool. So let's open that up. But that's coming up, folks, Q2. So that's really in the next 6 weeks, isn't it? So that's pretty fun, and it's going to have dramatic changes. You can see that here. For stakes, we're going to have stakes going to give 87.3% reduction in costs compared to version 2. That's just awesome stuff. None of us will probably, most of the time will stop talking about the costs, unless of course Gwei is like 350. But most of the time we'll probably stop talking about staking costs, ETH costs, because we're going to get these massive reductions. That'd be really cool. Also, it's going to impact layer 1 as well, which is a real godsend, because it's probably the last mile. Once you get to down 30-40 Gwei, V1s are still relatively expensive, like $80 or something. So that would be cool dealing with that. And then obviously entering the auction is huge, reducing those costs. That's a big thing that will just help our auctions even more. We've seen a lot of small investors, fishers and stuff going in, and we want to see even more of that. And so lowering those fees is really cool. And then obviously new products going in, NFT functionality, stakes with NFTs, stuff like that. And then yeah, just really cool stuff, and just lots of extra things in there, new products and stuff. So, and obviously the timeline, Q2 release window. So very cool in that one. We'll close out of that and jump back to the market. There we are. So very cool. All right. So the Axion Today show is going to be all about that. So we'll get probably even more insights to that. We'll probably have a deep dive. Maybe they've got T Daly or somebody on there from the dev team to talk more about that. And Alex says, makes sense, Patricia Steer. You guys make Mondays better. Yeah, making Mondays better with Axion Today, definitely. Thanks, Alex. And however, we could have a day off or temporary day switch. There's one of us sick or can make the show. Yeah, and 3 cat eyes with the loves there. And hi, bags full, says Patricia. Hey, Patricia, looking forward to your show later. Oh, hi, Patricia. How's life where you are today? And hi, hit the like button, people. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, you can see that we've just jumped up quite a few viewers. So smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And if you're new to Axion, welcome. If you're an existing Axion person, good to see you again. And yeah, once again, grab a hot cocoa, maybe some nice little scones or something, depending where you are, and or a light beverage. Sit back and just enjoy the live stream with the rest of the community. It's always really fun to see all the people that you get used to in the chat. Very nice indeed. And Superman, can you explain the sacrifice thing in Hex and Pulse? I'm a Hex holder. Many of us are, including you. Hey, yeah, that's right, we are. Okay, so Alex is just, I'll come back to that, Patricia, but Alex just posted the YouTube one there. I'll just see if I can copy that link, and let's hopefully that will pick up here. Boom, let's go. Let's see if we can pick up. This is the Axion Today show, and this is the one coming up. Let's see how many hours it's got to go. 14 hours. So I was pretty right with that. I said 14 hours, just a guess, but 14 hours is the time that the Axion Today show is coming. New code, low fees, and NFTs on Axion version 3, and I wonder if they'll have a special guest on that. I suggest they'll have someone from the dev team, so that's coming up. So very cool. All right, better get out of that because it was really starting to hammer my PC. So I've got to close out of that. I might also close out of the Discord as well, just to reduce the power requirements. Now Gwei is still coming down 77. It's just moving around, quite volatile, but it's down there at the moment. That is good for the auction. we're 35 minutes in, just waiting to see whether someone will come in. We don't always have someone come in, but we have had a lot lately come in early, so we'll watch out for that at the moment. Obviously, ETH is pumped again. Sometimes that does have an impact on the bidding at a certain stage, but once ETH settles down, then people probably settle down, so we'll watch that as well. But ETH has pumped to $4,100, maybe a bit higher, so that's something to be, to watch out for. Let's go to the actual official one there. You can see that there. So the upcoming auctions as well. We've got the May the 11th, May the 12th. We've got a regular auction, then the VCA number 23, and then we've got a regular auction again, and then VCA number 24, which is a mega VCA, and that carries over some of the unsold AXN, which is lower than it was previously, because remember last time the mega VCA was 2.1 billion, that which actually would have been higher too, and that one there is currently 1.3, so it's a good sign. That's good trend. We want to see that continue, of course, with this one selling out, so we'll look forward to that. All right, let's go back to the chat there. I think I'm going to come back to Patricia's question. Bags full as all as well. Thanks, Patricia. And Axion token, another question. When would you go into the auction in VCA or regular, late or early, to get the most bang for your buck? Is it worth just 1 ETH going in? Let me have a look here. So Cardano TV, morning Axion brothers and sisters. I'll come back to those two questions, Patricia. Morning Axion brothers and sisters, says Cardano TV. Cardano TV in the house. Good to see you, Cardano TV. Great to see you. And man, Cardano's going up. We talked about that earlier, Cardano TV. Cardano's coming up. Smart contracts are coming soon. People will probably get surprised by that. Looks like, man, it could be worth $5, $10 that Cardano. $1.80 now. Well done to you, Cardano. Very cool move. Alex A, super chat, appreciate it. Towards the new PC for Superman fun. Hey Alex, really appreciate that. Love getting the super chats. This is a bit of fun. Very cool. And for the PC fund, yeah, that's definitely on the budget agenda to get a new PC, a new Mac, probably hopefully a 5K. My screen doesn't work properly. It's this one here, so hopefully we'll get that happen. And also the PC chip is probably getting a bit tired as well. Hence why it closed down the other day when I had the windows open. Hexl, Ed's in the house. Hey buddy, I'm late. Hit long Hex streams as well, as we've hit 4 cents. Yeah, well, we hit 4.5 cents, didn't we? And on QuickSwap, Hex had actually reached 4.7 cents. Crazy. Just for a moment it hit it, but we could be looking at 5 cents or more before the sacrifice address is unveiled. If it hits 10 cents, you'll see me as a whale and Axion briefly thereafter. I bet that's true, Hex. Hex out. Wouldn't be surprised. 10 cents is pretty crazy, and certainly well within the horizon. I think I looked at a couple of logarithmic expectations, and you're talking about 41 cents. That's further down the track later in the year, but yeah, it's game-changing value at the moment. We're in the right bull market climate for it too. Yeah, once again, thanks Alex for that super chat. Very cool. And let's go back to Patricia's questions. So just a sacrifice of Hex and Pulse. I'm a Hex holder. So we're still waiting for a bit more details on that, but about 2 days ago, Richard Hart announced a sacrifice address coming up. So that's basically for people to throw different accepted tokens in there, ERC20s plus some others, and you're not supposed to expect anything, but basically you're going to, out the other side, you're going to get the X token, which could be also the Pulse token, but in any case you'd swap the Hex token potentially for the Pulse token, so that people are trying to become Pulse whales as well. Because obviously that's huge. You'll be a bit like a new Ethereum whale. That's the kind of the play out there, and that's what I've been watching. So that's kind of my understanding. Obviously, closer to time, we'll wait and see what happens. But basically, it means there's like 4 or 5 days left, and that's actually helping to accelerate the Hex demand for Hex. People are trying to push the price of Hex up, and then they'll be able to get more that way as well through the they'll make Hex more valuable and also get more Pulse. So that's sort of what's happening. And the other another question, would you go into the auction VCA or regular? I always suggest late. I always say that because you'll know the final prices. But obviously in a regular auction, you probably have to go in early now. So early for the regular auctions because they getting sold out every day. So early is better. Obviously you can't always find out whether it's going to get oversold. So sometimes you might want to, you could play the other way, but generally I would say early for the regular auctions, but you do have the risk of them getting oversold like we had yesterday, but that's not as common these days. In any case, if you want to see the opening hour and you see that it's got a couple ETH left, you're only going to go over a couple ETH, then you could just delay and wait for those days. Those days exist as well, and you could go in and you could be the last person bidding in. That'd be pretty nice, because once people bid in like that, they generally won't get oversold. It's not impossible, but generally not the case. So early for regular auctions, and you could potentially wait for later for the VCA if you're wanting to get those 10% discounts and prices. You're going to always get the 10% bonus, but if you're really after that 10% discount, then that would be the case. But yeah, that would probably be my play these days. But once again, if we see a trend that the VCAs are selling out pretty quick, then you might want to do the same thing as regular auctions. That's kind of my opinion. Anyone else got something to say, just let us know in the chat. Yeah, as for Hex, I'm 100% committed staked all. Yeah, so this is the other thing. The other strategy is this for Hex, is that with traditional Hex on ETH, you're staked, so you don't care. Your portfolio is going up all the time, right? Like if you've seen the snapshots for your portfolio at the moment, they're just insane, right? They're just going up insane. So obviously you do staking ladders in a portfolio. That's the idea of Hex. You just stake it and you don't worry. You're not trading, you're not worrying. You're just going to keep going. So your staking portfolio will just be going up through the roof as the price goes up, right? So that's cool, and then you're going to get a copy of that onto Pulsechain anyway. So the first strategy is do nothing strategy. You just get a copy of your Hex and your ERC20s. The second strategy, of course, is you can try and participate in the sacrifice address, and you basically destroy your valuable tokens in the sacrifice address, and you don't expect anything, but you're going to get basically a X token / Pulse token out the other side, and you're going to try and become a basically kind of a Pulse whale. That's basically the feel for it that I've got at the moment. So obviously watch some other videos, not investment advice, just my understanding of the way it works. You can go to the Pulsechain on Telegram. There's a whole ton of pin messages up there, and you can read all those. So there's a whole history. Just click one after another, and you can read through all those. I might do a special episode, maybe a live stream tomorrow on that. That might be a good one. So yes, being staked is the thing. You don't have to do anything. It's just people trying to catch extra value. Being big pulse whales is basically what the game's on. Alex K, Hex out here. That quant stream was epic, 5 hours. Right. I did see that. I didn't watch it. But hey, Patricia. Hi, Hex out. Yeah. So waiting. We had 43 minutes, 42 minutes in. No ETH in there yet, but people are staking 555. Look at that, 25 million just staked by a dolphin there. Very cool. So nice one there, dolphin. That's a pretty big stake. So they'll get some good, nice, sweet divs in the future from that. Let's see what we're up to here. Just get a bit caught up. Patricia says if you're staked, wait a minute, not a bit jumped there. I think I got lost there a bit some on there. Patricia says, Alex says, Patricia, if you're staked, you need to decide if you plan to sacrifice some tokens of value for future pulse. Yeah, that's the thing. So if you're staked, you don't worry. There's a do nothing strategy. You're staked on Hex and ERC20s. It'll just copy over. You get double the value basically, but you don't know what the market's going to have price discovery on both sides. But I think ETH will probably be pretty solid. But obviously on Pulse, the idea is having very low fees, and so that's the whole idea on a layer 1 chain, which is a fork of Ethereum. So it's going to be interesting to see the price discovery there. A lot of speculation, obviously, and because they're copying over all the ERC20s plus other tokens for the sacrifice address, going to be some interesting stuff going on there, I'm sure. So that's why a lot of people are watching these live feeds, listening to people talk. Got to be very careful of who you're listening to, though. Some people look like they know what they're talking about, but they really don't, and then others are very good. I personally like. I think it's Into Crypto. I think he's a young trader. He's very switched on. I like his views. There's a few others. There's one or two others out there like that. A lot of the other ones I'm not so keen on, but that's the way it goes. Hey, Cardano TV says, Patricia, Alex says, most people are buying Hex, but you can use other coins. You can, and you can sacrifice those other coins. That's true. Patricia says, I don't understand what me planning to sacrifice means. Basically, you're going to sacrifice something that's valuable at the moment, that's on the list, on an ERC20 or another token that's not on the ETH chain coin, and you send it to an address, and you don't expect nothing, but you're going to get something back. So it could be Pulse, and it could be very valuable. You're speculating on the future that it's going to be very valuable, and it could make you a Pulse whale. That's what a lot of people are kind of are thinking that's going to happen. That's the idea. But on the basic strategy, you have to do nothing. If you're not going to speculate in the sacrifice address, you just do nothing. You're going to get a copy of all your stuff on the ETH chain. So you're basically going to have 2 bags, not 1 bag, if that works out. And you just have to wait to see what the market decides how to price those. But I think it's going to be pretty bullish on both sides, if you ask me. Patricia, prepare liquid coins you can give up if you wanted to participate. Yeah, Bitcoin works too, as well many others. That's correct. So there's a lot of non-ERC20s, a lot of non-Ethereum tokens. So we're 45 minutes in, folks. No Ethereum in today's VCA22 yet, but we've still got 15 minutes to go in the live stream, so we'll keep watching. Obviously 24-hour auction, so a long way to go. Patricia says, Alex K, give up, sacrifice sounds bad, isn't it investing? It's all part of the gamification. So there's 2 levels of gamification. Well, there's 1 level of gamification. Basic level is you do nothing, you're going to get free bags on Pulsechain. So that's great. That's great news to you. On the second side is the sacrifice address. If you really want to play the gamification, you get into that. Now, I did understand that they were going to have some special rewards, but I haven't actually seen much on that. That would change the gamification on the sacrifice layer. That's an optional thing to do. Whereas the bottom ones, you're just getting the benefit automatically. So you're staked in Hex, sweet, you'll automatically get a copy over. But you don't have to do the sacrifice address. It's really if you're speculating on trying to get more Pulse, like I said. Hopefully I've made that clear. It's like free bags. Yeah, free bags is the no do nothing strategy, which is pretty cool. Isn't it? Cardano TV, a game plan. Yesterday sold some Cardano and bought Hex. We'll sacrifice Hex to get Pulse. Wait for 100x and Pulse to buy back my Cardano and buy my Axion. Cardano TV's onto it. Well, sweet move, Cardano TV, and that's going to be epic stuff. Real nice move and cool. Patricia here, the idea is to avoid expectation of swap or trade. In that case, it's nice move, Cardano TV. Yeah, brilliant, Cardano TV. We look forward to your immenseness back later, but that's a real nice move. And in the short play, that's going to be pretty cool. Bags full, free bags. Yeah, free bags is bag full. I love that. That's so good. I'll probably do a live. Maybe I'll do a live stream tomorrow during the day, and we'll go through all those notices on Hex, and we'll do a special one. That sounds good. If you like that idea, gives us a smiley face or something in the chat. And if you're keen on me doing that, I'll probably do it. Well, normally I do this now, but I'll probably do it about 5 hours earlier, maybe 6 hours earlier in the day, like at 2 o'clock from here. I'm not sure what time that is around the world, but yeah, probably 5 or 6 hours earlier than this live stream, and I'll do it on the Pulse chain. That'll actually be quite good. Probably pull in a few other hexes into the Axion community that way. A lot of people searching those terms. Now I know how Nelson Mandela felt, lol. Hex out, Ed. Hey Patricia Steer, you're such an awesome Texas night owl supporting Superman every night. I gotta join the special Axion Today group for early access to you guys. You're just too charming. Lol. Yeah, that's true. Nice one, Hex out. Yeah, I think it's into crypto. He's very good at Hex price assessments and interpreting the information coming out from Richard. Alex says, not a bad idea, but you have a lot of competitions for youngsters in Hex. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm not trying to compete with them. I'm just going to be getting on talking about the topic. So, yeah, that's fine. Alex K, gotta love listening to Kareem the Dream. Yeah, he's super hyped. Whale and Hex. He loves talking about T-shares, pump your bags. Hey, look, the rest of us been in Hex from the beginning. Read everything, know everything about it. It was a no-brainer, and I wish I could tell you more about that, but I can't. So I'll just leave it at that. But yeah. Sometimes the bigger players are always the silent players. Let me say that much. But yeah. All right. So Hex Axion price at 0.0004048, and that's not too bad. Let's hope we can move up from here. I think it's pretty important actually. But hey, the market does what it does.
and so watch out for that. I see that Hex is back at 42, Quick is at 880, and Y is at 83, and yeah, we're looking not too bad. Let's quickly check the prices of the market. 58,800 for Bitcoin, 4,124 for Ethereum. Very nice move over 4,000. Very bullish move. We've got Binance Coin, obviously 684. I do think that's going to go way higher. We've got obviously Cardano, which is a big standout there. We've got Cardano TV in the house. He's liking that $1.80. Let's have a look at the highs. That's just really moved actually in the last couple of days. Bit delayed, but it's moved. 17 hours ago was the high, $1.82. So very cool indeed for that. And that's very bullish now. If they've got the smart contract stuff coming out in 6 weeks or so, that's groundbreaking. That thing could re-rate dramatically. Market cap 57 billion. They could easily go to $250 billion with a massive product release. So look out for that. Let us know your thoughts of that, Cardano TV, in the chat. But some nice stuff happening there, indeed. All right, so we've got 10 minutes to go in the live hour. We've got 500 million AXN, $203,000, and we've got 44.39 ETH there, and yeah, counting that down, we've got just under 11.2 million per AXN per ETH, so pretty impressive stuff. And we need 44.39 ETH to sell it out. We've got a long way to go, 23 hours and 10 minutes. We'll see whether we get any ETH sneaking in there in the next 10 minutes. All right. Hey, welcome to the chat, by the way, everybody, and hope you guys are enjoying yourself. Everything's going to be going. We've had some incredible momentum in Axion. Obviously, the price is at where it's at, but all the fundamentals of Axion have been really kicking ass in the last 10 days. We've had awesome regular auctions, awesome VCA auctions, awesome news announcements, and some solid wallet growth as well. It's been going pretty well. We've been hitting 100 billion max share stakers, and yeah, everything's going pretty good on the fundamentals. And like I say, the price will eventually drag along, and we've got lots of stuff coming up. Now, obviously, had the Securitas first IEO airdrop and launch. That closed. It was a 12-hour close period, by the way, not 24 hours. I thought it was 24, but it's 12 hours. And no wonder it closed early. And so 12 hours on the IEO, and they have to do their due diligence for applicants and all that sort of stuff. So you'll probably get emails if you applied for that. You'll get emails back about your success on that. And obviously I can't remember the launch, but it was 0.0225 or something like that was the price. So interesting stuff there. So that's coming up, but there are more IEOs and probably airdrops attached to them in the negotiations. We'll find out the exact terms. Obviously, everyone's different, but that's going to max share stakers are going to get all the benefits from the looks of it. It'll be interesting to see whether they have some general benefits, but I really probably am in the camp where max share stakers should get certainly 90%, 80% of the benefits for sure, because I think that just plays out right with people max share staking. So pretty cool. Now, a lot of those on TrustSwap, a lot of those ones do way better than 2x. So a lot of those, not all of them, but a lot of them do way better than 2x. So whatever your airdrop is going to do a lot better. And obviously, if you're an IEO, you could do very well indeed out of that as well. Because obviously, you're participating with all the TrustSwap holders, and that's a really bright future to be part of that launch pad for sure. All right, let's get in the chat there. A few comments. Cream is fun. Let me jump back there. Thank you, Hex out. I love Hex and Axions, Patricia. Alex K says Cream is fun, even if he's not always super technical. His enthusiasm is infectious. Yeah, he's funny, Alex? Yeah, that's true. That Hex is a toddler now. Axion, as amazing as it is only an infant. Give her time to grow. Says Hex out. Yeah, true that. I'm with you on that one. Bags full. I love Axion and my Hex, and am staked in both his bags full. Yeah, so a lot of people in the Axion community in Hex, so that's pretty cool that positivity towards Hex is one of the things that attract me to Axion, and now they complement each other nicely. Yeah, like I say, it's a bit like having a KFC, a McDonald's, and a Burger King on the street corners. They all offer something different. Hex, Axion, and Wise, and so you can have a bit of, and a good diverse portfolio has a bit of each. So you might want a cheeseburger, you might want a Burger King, something like that. So it's pretty cool, I think. And I've got bags full, staked in both, loving my APY and Hex, loving my APY and Divs and Axion. Alex K says, unless you are maxi, yeah, both are win-win, says Bagful. Seems like every day is a VCA now. It's so true, Hex out, well said. And that's what we've got today, VCA number 22. The numbers are really starting to climb, 22. We're on auction day 178. 178. I mean, we're only a couple of days, or 2 days away from 6 months. One day, auction day 180, and that's also going to be a VCA day. So that's really nice. VCA number 23 is going to be a day, auction day 180. That's 6 months of auctions. That's epic. A really strong start in the journey there, indeed. Alex K says, I even have some wires to have a full set of stake fun coins. I know it drives Maxis crazy. True that, and bags full. Message retracted. Not sure what happened there. Alex K, they think you have to pick only one. Yeah, no, diverse portfolio is always good investment. Don't have all your stuff in just one investment. So it's always wise to do that. Alex K, they think you have to pick. Yeah. Kanai TV says, wait till Grayscale, sorry, begins buying the top blue chip staking coins like Cardano and Axion. Absolutely, we're just in the foothills. Imagine Grayscale taking a serious position when they realize they've been missing out. True that. Bags full. It's like someone keeps throwing money through my letterbox nearly every day, logs. Bags full. Yeah, you're good with the one-liners, bags full. That's for sure. So really cool there. All right, we've got 4 minutes to go in the hour. Still waiting for some ETH in there. It's going to be a long auction, 23 hours to go after this. So I will definitely be catching you up at the end of the auction. So in about 22 hours, just over 22 hours, I'll be back on the live stream. But once again, I might, if I get time, I will do a quick Hex coverage of the Pulsechain. I think that's pretty important since Axion people benefit from that as well with a copy. Don't see why any ERC20 token would be gatekept from that. So that looks pretty positive. I think Alex is in that camp as well. Obviously, nothing's guaranteed, but it's looking very, very bullish all up. So 3.5 minutes to go. Let's see whether you get some ETH sneak in here. I noticed I closed off a live stream the other day and some ETH popped in just after I finished the live stream. It was a bit cheeky, to be honest, but that's just how it works, folks. So ETH comes in whenever it wants to. Yeah, and basically how VCAs work, remember, for new people, is that ETH comes into the auction, gets bid in here, and 10% of that wrapped Bitcoin, 10% of the ETH gets paid back to the bidder in wrapped Bitcoin, and then obviously they get the Axion ratio, which is currently 11.1 million, epic stuff, back at the end of the 24-hour period, whatever the final amount is. 85% of the ETH goes to the stakers. So if you're staked in Axion, 85% of that goes to the stakers based on their share percentage is the reward. So that's really cool too. That's a real time, and it goes to the staking page on the Axion staking platform. So this is the Axion staking platform here, the official one. And you just go to stake page, and that's where you'll see your wrapped Bitcoin come as a staker. And then 5% goes to the Axion Foundation team. So 10%. So if 10 ETH went in by a bidder, 1 ETH will go back to the bidder as wrapped Bitcoin to the MetaMask. 88.5 ETH will go to buy wrapped Bitcoin and gives back to all the stakers, and then 5%, 0.5 ETH would go to the Axion Foundation as wrapped Bitcoin. So that's how it works. Pretty neat indeed. And yeah, a couple minutes, 2 minutes to go, folks. We're just about there, just about end of the live stream hour. It's been really cool. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll just read a couple of these comments as well. I see that Cardano TV says, I can't open my front door. Too many dollars blocking my hallway. It's like nachos, narcos. Gonna have to start burying the cash in the garden. Nice one, Cardano TV. Well done, mate. And yes, I think your strategy is gonna do very well. And yeah, people are talking, I mean, this is speculation, but people are talking about 100x, 1000x. You're getting into Hex, basically cheaper on the Pulsechain. But Pulsechain is not just a token like Hex, a staking token, which is pretty epic and had epic performance. Pulsechain is a fork of Ethereum. So it's a major layer 1 blockchain. And it's going to have a few different things in it. So it's a pretty big deal. I think that's going to be anyone that's in early, small or large, will do well, I'm sure. Hex out, Alex K, you are wise to do that. I sold mine too early because of, shall we say, FUD from Richard Hart, to be honest. Definitely lost out, should have held my 100k wise. well, live and learn and diversify. Yeah, diversify, hold those bags. Often, typically, it's much easier to hold and stake, and that's what it's all about, than to trade. And so that is something that you say. So Hex out. Don't forget, Wise does have, they've got less than 2 days to go for their Wise B. That's Wise B token. That's going to be Wise on the Binance Smart Chain. That's the launches on at the moment. So you just have to go to the Wise platform for that, and you need BNB to enter that. So that's still on. They do have some cashback rewards and some random rewards that you potentially could get in depending on how much BNB you invest, but that is on. So that's a good opportunity. Once again, do your own due diligence, not investment advice, but that is open as well. So lots happening in staking, leading staking tokens. 8 seconds to go. No ETH in so far in this hour. That's been a bit unusual based on our last 10 days or something, but that's the way it goes. We'll look forward to the next 22 hours, and I'll catch you in 22 hours, and we'll watch the closing hour of the VCA22, and we'll see what it looks like at that stage when we come back. But thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. Alex Casey says, well, Richard Hart is Hex Maxi when it comes to staking coins. Can't really blame him for that. He would love to own the whole market. That's true. That can't TV, not too late. Hex out, Ed. Amazing price for Axion right now per ETH. Yeah, true that too, Cardano TV. So thanks for watching all. Really great to see you, and I will catch you tomorrow, maybe once or twice tomorrow on live stream, but definitely for the closing hour. All right, cheers, and Baxwell, thanks. Superman, TV, thanks. Keep up the great work. Yeah, awesome stuff. And thanks again, Alex, for the super chat. Really appreciate it. And we'll start building towards that new Mac TV computer. Sorry. And so that will be something that's a near-term goal. So cool on that one. All right, catch you guys. And thanks everybody for watching and all your comments. Much appreciated. And look forward to Axion today's show in about 13 hours time. Check that out. The link is in the video description there. So cool. All right, let's end the live stream there. Click that button, and boom, and yeah.